how, by the addition of painkillers and caffeine, I've made it here. Yes, just quickly talk about Ukraine, Bakhmut and Solidar. It looks like after months and months and months and months, quite a long time actually, of really, really serious fighting and scrapping. The Russians have made a breakthrough, and Bakhmut is going to be almost surrounded. Now, I can't take sides in this sort of war. I don't think it's sensible to take sides in this war. In the West, we've been encouraged to take sides all the way down the line. See, like when the mainstream media take sides, like they do, well, you can bet your bottom dollar that the reports that you're given and everything like that are biased because they have taken sides. So you're not going to get a balanced, sensible view on what's going on and what's going down. And one of the best things you could do is sort of like stand back and watch from afar and try to get an objective perspective. Because the perspective of the mainstream media in the West is skewed beyond belief, and everybody's going. You're told that if you're a bad person if you don't hate Russia, and you're a bad person if you don't support Zelensky in Ukraine. Well, I don't hate Russia, and I don't particularly support Zelensky in Ukraine. But what I do witness is a human tragedy in the 21st century where hundreds of thousands of young white Caucasian males are being slaughtered. For what reason? I do not know. I do not understand the actual complete reasons, but they are being utterly slaughtered. And Ukraine is being hollowed out of, men of breeding age, men of, they are losing thousands upon thousands of soldiers every month. But finally, there seems to be a breakthrough down in the what they call both sides have been calling it the meat grinder, which is a really, really unpleasant term. It's a meat grinder because people are being killed, and the Russians are breaking through. Now, I only pray and I hope that the commanders of the Ukrainian forces, that if they get surrounded and cut off from any supplies or anything like that, they do the sensible thing and surrender to save the lives of thousands of fighters left there. And if they fight to the last man, that's just going to be an absolute tragedy. And I pray. I'm praying for it. I'm praying for this thing can just come to a satisfactory, if it can come to a conclusion, and people can say, right, okay, as the evil, apparently evil Winston Churchill said, jaw is far better than war. And what he was saying is, if you talk, it's a lot better than killing. I don't know what's going to happen in Ukraine. I really, really don't. But it's looking pretty grim at the moment, right across the board. And the Wagner Group is actually been sort of like doing this Bakhmut battle for months and months and months. It's a really long battle that's been going on, and it's been fought by it's almost like a private army from the Russian side, the Wagner Group. And they've been spearheading this fight. They've got to the salt mines now. They've been there is a theory that Ukraine have been. This is most highly defended area of Ukraine. This is by far the most dug in the most thing that the Ukraine and the theory is it's to protect the salt mines because they reckon there's some dodgy goings on been going down in the salt mines. So that will remain to be seen as the salt mines are liberated or captured by the Russians, and see what goes down on there. But all I can say, if you've been following, sort of like if you've been listening, your only source of input has been Western media about this war in Ukraine, I would advise you to go and have a look around and see if you can get something with a slightly more balanced view about what is going on there. It might change your perspective quite radically. Fingers crossed. Let's hope we can get peace here soon. I'm not really thinking. I mean, I was reading something last night which didn't look brilliant, which was, once Russia has dealt with Ukraine, they're going to have to deal with Poland. And that's going to be a bloody mess because that's going to be a NATO war. They reckon Poland will attack. I think Poland wants part of Ukraine anyway. I think, God knows it's one of these things is Ukraine is a made up country, isn't it? So, Moldova and Poland and Russia around there, part of the lands that were made into Ukraine were historically Poland. Sorry, Moldova is historically Russia, and some of them want them back, want their land back. Okay, peace and love, people, and take care.